I'm doing a test on some high tension leads to the spark plugs. These are all from the Mini Cooper Bug-Eye, so A series engine. This first one is a brand new lead from Bug-Eye Guy. This one's a brand new lead Power Spark. This one has Champion on the boot, but I'm not really sure where I bought that from. And then this one is one of the original leads from the Mini when I got it about 12 years ago. So what was interesting is I took set my multimeter to ohms, 20,000 setting, and the two probes, simply sticking them on both ends of each wire. All the wires are pretty close in length. The test standard is kind of 12 inches of wire to get kind of a consistent reading. There may be a little bit off, but as you'll see, the numbers are pretty dramatic anyway. So the Bug-Eye Guy had 4.10 ohms of resistance. The next closest was a brand new Power Spark lead, and it was at 1.51, so significant difference between those two. And so I think what the difference is, that this one from Bug-Eye Guy is a see if we can get, it's a suppression core wire. It's a Belden suppression core, and so I think it has some built-in resistance as part of its trying to keep electrical noise down in a car with a computer or radio, something along those lines. So that adds significant amount of resistance to the wire. The Power Spark is a performance wire. It's looks like 150 3808. This is a wire that AC Dot over at the UK recommends a lot of the Power Spark products. It came in at 151. So the one that was I just took off the Mini, so this is a used wire. It's been on there for several years now. Comes in at 0.37. So I mean, it's over an ohm less resistance. So really a good performing wire. Don't remember where I bought it from. I may have got it just through an eBay supplier. I was really looking for the Champion on the boot, and ended up with a very low resistance wire. And then this final one, I have no idea the history on it. It came with the classic Mini, and it's at 0.67. So I'm going to say that these three wires are all very acceptable in terms of resistance. This final one, if I had maybe a later model, fuel injected with all the computers and so forth, maybe this wire would be better in terms of noise suppression. So I'm gonna stick with my existing wires on the Mini, and my next process is to look at what's the difference between a resistor plug and a non-resistor plug, and we'll go through that test next. My next test in the ignition system with regards to resistance from the distributor through the spark plug is to check the resistance on spark plugs. Now, the Mini had been running a resistor plug, and in this case it's a NGK-R, which is a resistor, and it's a BPR 6ES. Now there is a non-resistor version of this, so I'm going to take a measurement on this one, and we'll take a look at the non-resistor. So same thing as with the spark plug wires. I'm just going to put a probe on one end, probe to the other end, and I'm getting 4.28 ohms of resistance, 4.28 with the resistor plug, and then doing the same thing with our non-resistor plug, and we are getting no resistance, which we would expect, because it's a non-resistor plug. So that short a distance, reading across the top terminal and across the bottom electrode, getting no resistance. So the difference between the two is over 4 ohms of resistance added into the system. So if we were, get rid of that, if we recall, looking at the difference resistance reading, if we were using the non-resistor plug and a low resistance wire, we would have only a total of 0.37 ohms of resistance to our spark plug. There, in theory, having a hotter spark, depending on the gap, a bigger spark, more consistent spark, as we go through the RPM range. If we were to use a resistor plug plus a suppression core, we'd have over 8, maybe close to 9 ohms of resistance to each spark plug, thereby weakening that spark plug, smaller spark plug, affecting efficiency, power, and etc. So, conclusion is that I will be switching from resistor plugs to non-resistor plugs. I'll be keeping the Champion boot spark plug wire, and we'll see what kind of effect that has overall. I was actually kind of very pleased with the, this is just coming back from Classic Mini United in Tennessee, where we were doing a lot of driving, and this is the way I just pulled the spark plugs out, and this is the way they came out looking. So very pleased with just generally the settings. This has got the Mini's got a 1, 2, 3 advanced solid state electronic distributor, and I'm going to be taking a look at a couple of those things as well as I kind of march through this process.